We switched cameras, and we are now in the carport. And Dr. Jata is here. We're about to make some what? Bitter melon juice, I
First of all,
think.
we're going to go in the garden and we're going to
Oh,
select a
collect.
few items from the garden that we can use. But before we do that, please focus here for me. That's my mother, Josephine Burke. Lived to be 100 years and 9 months. Passed away a couple of years ago. All right, let's do it. So this is our garden. Could you pass the machete for me, sis? I think I have it outside there where I chop the coconuts. This is our garden here at the back of our house, and you can get the panorama here. I'm not the focus here, just get the panorama. This is a neem tree, and this was a rescue plant from a friend of mine that passed away, and it just has been superb. This year it has blossomed and bloomed, and this is the fruit from the neem tree. You can eat this. The leaves,
Mm.
different, huh?
Mhm.
Yep, so this is the neem tree. Whenever we're juicing, we always pay honor to the tree by taking a few leaves, a few of the fruits. All of this we'll put in our juice. The value of neem, I'm sure you could look it up and find out the tremendous value of this plant.
It has amazing anti-inflammatory and anti-diabetes properties. It's also really good for the blood, and if it repels pests, mosquitoes, and those biting insects. Drinking it on a regular basis.
As we progress, we have the mother of plants here, the neem tree, the moringa tree, I'm sorry. So we'll take a few leaves of this. Okay, as we come along, on this side we have, since we have a banana here that's shooting, I want the banana to ripe quickly, so I'm going to take off this part of the banana plant now. It makes the banana now that would ripe a lot quicker than feeding this. This is a delicacy in the East, this particular part I have here. They saute this, they cut it into sections, saute this, and make a meal out of this. Um, so we'll continue. This is the turmeric plant. I don't know if anybody's seen a turmeric leaf, but all these here are turmeric that we grow and which we use in our elixir product. It is the main staple of the elixir product we have, which is the turmeric is number one for inflammation in the body, any type of inflammation. So we take a couple of leaves from here to put in our juice. Okay, as we progress again, this is the garden again. We have, this is galangal from the turmeric family. And this is the hottest time of the day for us. So the plants are, you can see that the leaves need a little shade, but in a couple of hours they'll be back to normal. Galangal we have here. A few leaves from galangal. More turmeric, more turmeric. Take a little rosemary, which is tremendous for inflammation, rosemary. Forget me not. And
I see some little fennel. A little
over
bit
here
of
we have
fennel.
some fennel. So we take a little fennel, add to the flavor of the juice. It's good to use the aromatic herbs in the juice to give you some flavor. This is, I don't know if you know what this is, but this is comfrey. It's a comfrey plant. So again, we would take a couple of leaves from the comfrey plant. That's going to go in our juice. More turmeric, more turmeric.
Huacate. I have to speak
Yes.
about my favorite. Huacate.
This is the wakate plant here.
It's also called black Peruvian
Mint.
mint.
Very aromatic.
Everything tastes good with huacate.
Okay, this again is our gratitude seat here where we sit in the evenings or in the day and we give thanks. Everything here is recyclable material. These are pallets that we make the chairs from. So you don't need to really be spending anything. We can recycle and use things that we find around us. More turmeric here. We have a lot of avocado and this is our
Mango.
compost here in the back here. Lots of avocado growing, mango plants. Everything is back there growing. Papaya, all from seed.
It's a little forest of its own. We throw the seeds back here and they do their thing.
We turn that over once in a while and we're going to be using that soil when we replant.
And that looks like this right here. This soil.
Yeah, this
This
is our
is
soil for the garden here.
this is recycled composted soil.
Whenever we do any sprouting, we take the soil from the sprouts and we turn it here and then we add some seaweed to it. And this is what we'll be using in the beds later on. We can use it as an amendment also. This is our sprouting area now. You can see we have a few things going here. We call this Enterprise B because we had an iguana problem here for years, and I had to build something in order to grow. So again, this is all recyclable material. Pallets on the bottom, chicken wire. Takes a little energy, but you can see how what you can do with basic things. Couple of hinges. This is sunflower sprouts that we're sprouting now. Okay, they're about 2 days old. In about 3 to 4 days, we'll be able to eat these. This is wheatgrass and wheatgrass. They're in trays, and then I put a few things in pots, as you can see. We have some again of the sunflower sprouts in pots, wheatgrass in pots. We're gonna uncover these right now, and I think we have some radish here. Radish, more radish, I think. Let me see. Yep. In a day or two, I will take off the cover and they'll be shooting up in the air. Radish takes about a week to grow. Oops. More radish, more radish. Okay. So we have a lot of moringa seed here. These are all moringa seed pods. We'll collect the seeds and we will use them to purify water. They have a lot of medicinal value. So we have to lock this back. Okay.
Oh, and this is Tulsi holy basil. We're growing a portion of it. We put that in the elixir also. We juice the flowers and the leaves of the Tulsi holy basil. Here's more huacate. Sorry.
Yeah, let's take some. This is the Thai basil here, and this is the holy basil here. So this is to make the juice very aromatic and makes it easy to drink. Okay, we have little parsley here.
I was thinking that was cilantro.
Parsley. Yep. And these are the lychee seeds that you planted here that's coming up.
Yeah, we have some good lychee trees in the front.
And this is the mother of mothers here. This is Coryllia cerasee. Excellent for the liver and the gallbladder. It flowers to be a yellow flower with a red tip, and it's tremendous. This grows wild. It just grew by itself as a rogue plant,
It planted itself here.
and we'll be using that as time goes on. Okay, let's go back inside. Again, this is another rogue plant here that grew on its own.
I take the leaves every now and then off of here and juice papaya leaf.
You take one.
And this is also Hoya Santos. And this is a great leaf. You can put it into your juice. It in Central America, this is used as a tortilla, where they take this leaf and wrap the food in it in the same way we wrap collard greens or whatever. And that's how they use this leaf here. So we usually take one or two of those and juice that, or add that also to the juice.
A few minutes ago, we just harvested this. It's a jackfruit. Tremendous for diabetic problems. We're going to be opening this today so you can have a look inside. We have a tree in the back there that's third year that it grew. And I'm glad I went this morning to pick this because this is just about to fall off the tree.
It had 13 jackfruit on there, 11,
Yep, we did
13.
well this year.
Okay, let's actually it's better in here even though it's dark. Okay.
So we're downtown Fort Lauderdale. If you look at us on the GPS scale, we're downtown Fort Lauderdale, and you can see in a small space of land what you can accomplish by your own little sprouting hatch, your microgreens hatch, and the other things that you can grow in grow bags, which saves the soil, and you can amend them every year. So there's really no excuse why we can't grow and enjoy the oxygenation and the vegetation. There's no excuse. Okay, so our machine here is a double auger machine. I'll show you what I mean real quick. It's a cold pressed machine that this is the blades. So it crushes the seed, it crushes the cells, and doesn't emit any heat. So you get all the maximum nutrition from from what you're juicing. We've had this machine maybe 15 years, and believe me, it's well used, and it's still here with us.
I don't know if it's a commercial for the brand. What's the brand?
It's called the Green Life or the Green Power. It won the award many years for the best home juicer. It's a Korean product.
Oh, it's kind of upside down, but it says Green Star.
Green Star, okay. Green Life, Green Star. Okay, these are some of the items that we'll be juicing today. This is the bitter melon. Okay. This is chocho or sapote.
Black chocho.
This is the green chocho. A little ginger, a little garlic, and we have all the things we harvested from the garden. Plus, the pièce de résistance is okay, the tuna. Okay, you can look all these up. They use this for anti-cancer treatments. And we're going to be juicing this, and we take shots of the juice we make throughout the day. Okay, so let's begin. With my knife.
Also known as nopal.
Thank you very much. Now, because a lot of these things are mucilagenic, it's not going to run through the machine as easy as things that aren't. So you have to know, you have to run, I'll show you how you do it. You run some of this, and then you run some water through the machine so that it wouldn't clog up the machine and run down nice and smooth. I'll show you what I mean. All these things are washed. We use high grade.
Hydrogen peroxide, actually.
Right, food grade hydrogen peroxide. We cut these up a little bit. here. Garlic.
So to dovetail into what you were saying, I noticed that the things that we get out of the yard, like the papaya and neem and moringa and tuna, aloe, and those things there, when you juice them, they're very slimy and thick and
Correct.
gloppy. And I noticed that the cultivated things like kale and spinach and collards, and they make a very easy kind of easily juiceable juice. So I'm wondering why that is. And it must have to do with the molecular structure,
Yes.
obviously,
Yes.
of the things that are quote unquote natural versus the things that are quote unquote um, hybridized.
Commercialized.
Yeah, into the food grade, because all of these things that you picked off of the tree, they're not in the food grid.
Exactly.
So they haven't been tampered with in the same way that the things that we are purchasing. Okay, he put the whole moringa thing in there. Woo! It just went right through the juicer. The whole fennel. Woo! See how it's gloppy? Look how it looks. Mucilaginous.
Turmeric leaf.
Look at that. Turmeric leaf. Look at that.
That's how the machine is. It's a wonderful machine.
Do they make them like that now?
Yeah, they do. They do.
Like last 15 years.
What we forgot to was to take a little aloe leaf. Sometimes we do that. This is the neem. The neem is going in. So I put some of the mucilagenic things, then I run something that has a little juice behind it. We also use coconut water in our juice. Whoa.
Real coconuts.
Put a little coconut water here. Again, to facilitate it going through. You should really pour this in a separate container so I don't waste any. And then I'm going to go back now to
So with all of that juicing that you just did, I just want to point out the amount of juice in the cup. You see all those things that we juice? It's like
very concentrated.
less than less than an eighth of a cup. All of that. It's so powerfully. This is when the food becomes concentrated.
So you need small shots of these and lots of good water. And the good water is we oxygenate our water. We show you what we do later on. Yeah. Bitter melon, sapote.
So we know that I'm on a little bit of a bitter melon binge right now, because I find it to be so totally helpful with my energy level, my sugar addiction. It actually just stops it in its tracks. And I notice that it feels as if my body is healing from the inside, slowly, slowly, with all of these aromatic and these green foods. Now we have maybe twice as much as we had, but still just a tiny bit.
So we use, how many coconuts would you say we use a week? I would say probably about 15.
20.
Yeah, maybe more.
Yeah.
The coconut water is just like your blood plasma. So when you drink the green juice, the green is like your hemoglobin, your red blood cells. And the coconut water now is just like the blood plasma. So you're actually getting a blood transfusion when you drink this kind of juice. Very cleansing. It goes through the entire system. See, now it's all going to run out because we have Coconut water is less viscous.
So now we suddenly have like a full cup. Need another container?
No, we think we're good here. We can continue later. Chocho, sapote. We can continue juicing later. That would be good for us for now. Sometimes we put turmeric in there, ginger. If we have that, we did put ginger this time. I'm sorry. We have the ginger leaf too in the back. We use the ginger leaf as well. And this should be our. We put this in shot glasses. Let me get a couple of glasses now, and we can sample this. I'll be right back.
Look at that color. It's so pretty. It looks emeraldish. Really beautiful particular shade of green. So this is to me like the real deal because you went out in the yard, you got the things that was growing, and you came and made it into juice, and within 10 minutes we're drinking it. Within 15 minutes of harvesting it, it's actually going into our bodies. And so that is living nutrition. This is some of the most potent anti-inflammatory things that you can do for your body.
Okay, here we go. Sometimes I put some aloe vera in this also, and I run that through the blender. But you can see how it pours. Okay, so we want to be drinking this as soon as we can. And believe me, it's going to be cleaning every tissue and every cell in the body. Very special lemons here. You can take a little lemon with the juice.
Don't fill it, please.
I have a juice hog in the house here. This is her glass, by the way. Uh-oh. Now you're exposed.
Busted. Thank
There you
you.
go. So if you drink this throughout the day, you can drink this every hour. You take a shot, take a shot, take a shot. Follow it with some good water behind it. Drink that, and then you drink some water right throughout the day. Look how we did this. It took maybe half an hour. The garden did its work for the last year to produce this, and within a half an hour we have juice for the entire day. We just take shots right throughout the day. So
To life.
to life and health
Give thanks.
and the wonders of creation.
Expression. Oh, I can do it like this. Expression. Yeah, the real,
no matter what the expression.
real
Drink
deal.
What is that?
Coconut milk.
Okay.
You can take a little something nice behind it if you wish. It may take you a little time to get used to it, but make it nice. So all these things should be done on a daily. There's no reason why you can't consume things like this on a daily basis. We walked out the backyard, we went into the garden, and we picked all these things freshly juiced.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. So
We put this in the refrigerator again, and we'll be drinking this right throughout the day today. By the end of the day, we should have nothing left. And just like everything else, success is only for today. Tomorrow, we start again. Okay? Success is for today. Tomorrow, we do the same thing again. We start again. We juice and we consume. We don't want to think that it's difficult or hard. You're famous right now. You're famous right now. Tomorrow, we start again. So we put this in the refrigerator and we're good. Whenever anybody needs any, they just go in and take a shot, and we're good.
That was wonderful. I'm still drinking my shot. So what we're going to do from here is I'm going to go and do the PowerPoint, share the PowerPoint, which gives some background information about who we are, what we do, and the different therapies and about the body. And then after that, we can just have you follow up a little bit about that, and then we can eat.
So what about the Qigong?
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Always ready for that.
Oh, we get chico.
Okay. So we're going to go out here.
Yeah, we can do a Qigong right now
Yeah.
since we're in the backyard, right? Yeah. I have to speak up for Qigong, because you're kind of passing her over, or him over.
Well, let's not.
Give it a voice.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to do too
We
much.
have this all the time here.
Would you please move?
Always right in the middle of the doorway.
Could you please move? I guess not. Okay.
I'm getting ready to go do chico. Oh, the Bantu is asking what's going on.
We're doing. She's Did she get? Did we lose her?
Yeah, she said the people got off. They couldn't see anything. They couldn't hear anything.
Okay. But I know I'm sharing over here. Let's see.
Are you sharing?
I'm gonna stop this one.